First, they're sour.
Come on!
Then they're sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
Sour Patch Kids. Sour, sweet, gone.
Whether you love it or hate it, the mouth-puckering taste of most sour candy is hugely popular. There's no denying that this traditional candy type has plenty of diversity, whether you prefer the subdued bitterness of lemon drops or desire to go nuclear with the most intense sour candies. The candy industry sells over 5 million pounds of candy each year in the United States alone, and sour candy makes up a sizable portion of that. There seem to be enough people who enjoy the burning sensation of sour candy, and it undoubtedly necessitates some additional stages in the production process to create those eye-popping sour sweets. What exactly gives sour candy its sour flavor, and how is it made? If you've ever wondered about those things, get your sour candy box out, and prepare to get the answers. This video will give you the full guide on how these popular candy sweets are made. We listed the 8 steps that are fundamental in the process of making sour candy. Step 1. Blending the ingredients. One of the most popular candies is gummy glowworms. They use a lot of gelatin when making the gummies. The machine mixes gelatine with corn syrup, sugar, and water. Unexpectedly, every step is automated, which means the machine performs all of the measurements. When the program is finished, it will indicate how many pounds of each element are required. The valve closes and the next ingredient enters fully automatically after the correct number of ingredients has been reached in the tank. Step 2. Heating the mixture. In the next step, they heat the mixture to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. The majority of sour candies are created by heating and cooling fruit-based combinations to exact temperatures and times. The molecular structure of the fruit and sugars is affected by these heating and cooling processes, resulting in the desired hardness or softness. Naturally, gelatin is frequently used in gummies and jellies, along with sour sugar, to give them their distinctive chewy texture. Step 3. Cooling down. After the heating, the mixture is put into a vacuum that cools it again. During this step, the moisture is removed and a harder substance remains. Step 4. The coloring and flavoring. After the heating and cooling process, the colors need to be added to the substance. That is done in a huge machine they call CFA or Color Flavor Additive Deck. This is a very critical piece of equipment because it measures out exactly how much color matches with how much flavor. With this step they are making sure that as you buy a sour gummy worm, that you are getting the same flavor and the same color. The very sour flavor we are all familiar with and appreciate originates from a few organic acids, even if the majority of sour candies are made with naturally tart fruit flavors, such as lemon, lime, raspberry, strawberry, or green apple. Each has a distinct flavor profile and tartness intensity. One of the final processes will be the addition of the organic acids. Step 5. Shaping the candy. Now the colored and flavored mixture is ready to turn into the right shape. Most people are shocked to find out how the gummy worms are actually shaped. The gummy mixture never touches a metal mold. Actually, a cornstarch with a small percentage of mineral oil is used to flatten it out and press it in. Using cornstarch is even better than metal because it is easier to get the gummies out once they are dry. They use a pistol pump and a nozzle that lines directly with the mold and injects the liquid candy into the starch. Fun fact: they can fill over 28 boards in a minute. This is a total of 6,720 worms every 60 seconds. Which equals 9.5 million worms a day in case you are counting. Step 6. Adding the sour taste. Now, how is this sour flavor added? This is the most important step of the whole process. The boards are taken into a drying room for 18 hours and then put back on the machine where they will roll in the sugar acid which gives these gummies their famous sweet and sour taste. Often, a candy product with a fruit taste is given an outside coating to create sour candies. This process is what causes the sweet and puckering sensation you experience when you bite into a Sour Patch Kids candy or a Sour Punch straw. Citric acid is one of the most common acids used by sour candies to obtain their pucker-inducing flavor. Lemons, limes, grapefruits, and all other citrus fruits contain citric acid. Citrus fruits, which often deliver the acidity we all love to loathe, are where citric acid gets its name, so it only makes sense that it would be used in sour candies. It is one of the most popular ingredients to utilize not only in sour candies, but as an additive in other foods, supplements, and even cleaning products. Step 7. Another layer of sourness. The product will then be coated with another sugar acid mixture after passing through the steamer. One or two other types of acids are present in almost all sour candies. When added to the recipe, each of the several acids gives the candy a distinct amount of sourness. The ideal sour flavor is created by combining just the proper amount of each of these acids. Fun fact: malic acid is responsible for the sour candy's lingering flavor. If you've ever sucked on a sour warheads candy, you know that the sour flavor just continues coming after the initial 2 hits. Apples, apricots, cherries, and tomatoes are all naturally high in malic acid, giving them a more mellow tart flavor. Its function in sour candies includes enhancing fruit flavors while also intensifying the sour flavor. Malic acid is also frequently found in skincare products, which is coincidental given that it may help treat acne or lessen the effects of aging. Step 8. Pack up and go. From here they will convey it up and send the boards to the packaging room. There all is left to put them in packages and let the kids do the rest. Did you know that our taste buds recognize sour candy? Our taste buds are largely to blame for our propensity to like the zing of sour candy. Adults typically have between 2,000 and 10,000 taste buds, which can be found on the tongue, as well as on the roof of the mouth and the back of the throat. These receptors can distinguish between the 4 primary flavors of sweet, salty, bitter, and naturally sour. Another fun fact: sour candies are not that old. Sour candies, especially the extremely sour variety that's popular today, are still relatively new in comparison to all of the many other selections on the candy market. And that was due in part to not wanting to spook the consumer. After the popular Atomic Fireball and Lemonheads were launched, the sour candy took his way into the market. The candy was brought to the shores by Peter de Jager in 1993. He traveled through East Asia, which is ground zero for sour candy, where he found the sourest candy in Taiwan. Based on all these flavors, he created the popular Warheads candy. What is your favorite sour candy? For more Food Factory videos, subscribe to our channel with all notifications on. See you soon.